Hi everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous weekend. I have another collage video for you, and I think it's just from two books, I Spy an Eye, and then the new one that was a collaboration with KP, The House That Kay Built. And that little person there that was cut, I didn't show the full page because the page is still in the book, so I just cut around the little guy and cut him out. So I think I have broken my rut, at least for collage anyway, because I created these two pages in 2 days maybe, like the last video and this video. So that's more than I've done in probably 2 weeks. So hopefully that means the little rut has been broken. And I have this coming week off, so hopefully I get some stuff done. I'm really wanting to and needing to work on the class that I have started like last year, maybe. So I really need to get my butt in gear on that. So hopefully I'll be working on that this week. I'm the only thing standing in my way, so, you know. So remember once before I did a page with a big eye in it. This one is different in that it's more in the foreground. The other page I did, the eye was, I think, at the very back, kind of like a rising sun, if I remember correctly. This one, it's not meant to be anything in particular. I saw it and I imagined mountains around it. And then that little guy that I cut out, I'm like, oh, that would be so cool, like in front of the eye. And I don't know. I don't know what it's all meant to be, like, or symbolize or anything. It was just what I saw coming together. And no rhyme or reason, just I liked it. So I really didn't want to look for more pages with mountains in it. So I took this one page and I really tried to make it work. Because there was many different layers of mountains in it. That one page, it was like, I think 3 different like sceneries on the one page, if I'm remembering it correctly. So I just chopped it up in ways that, you know, I could use it for one page. And it even had, like, you see these little mini pictures in it. I think there was 2 of those on the one sheet. So this page did come together pretty easily. The hardest time I had with this page was the bottom right corner, and that was just pretty much just trying to fill in the space with paper. So otherwise it wasn't a really hard layout to do. And again, no rhyme or reason. I just pictured this coming out. Your pages don't have to have, I don't know, like they don't need to tell a story. They don't have to have a reason behind it or make sense. Like collage quite often doesn't make sense, and that is what I find so fun and freeing about collage. It's like, whatever. Anything works. It doesn't matter what you put together. Like, you can put a frog on top of a car, or a frog driving a car, or a frog eating a lollipop, or, you know, like a bird swimming in the ocean. Like, it doesn't have to make sense. And to me, that is what makes collage so fun, because anything goes. I think that's why I find it so relaxing. Because there's no rules. I mean, really, there's no rules in art anyway. It's just whatever you like. But collage is weird and quirky. Well, the kind I do anyway, so that makes it more fun. See, doesn't he look cool against the pupil there? I just really like that. I find there's a lot of cool ideas you can get from a big, large eyeball. You can make it into cool things. I love that little piece right there with the hills and the water and the tree. And I like how the tree comes up over the eyeball as well. And I didn't even add a quote to this page either. I just let the picture speak for itself. Which is kind of cool in some ways because you can just use your own imagination and interpret it how you see it. So to you, you might look at this and really see a story in it. But I don't know. If I see one, it's being pretty quiet. So I know you've heard me talking about those Artex markers, paint markers. I'm going to be editing the videos for those this week. And I think the videos will be up next week, like one in the middle of the week, and then the next one on the weekend, like next weekend. And there will be a code for you to get 15% off. Like US or Canada, either one. So if you're thinking about ordering them, wait until my video comes up so you have the code to get some money off. Because, I mean, why not get it for less money if you can? But I really like them. And then, I mean, once the video comes out, you'll get to see them being used and how well they work. I've been very impressed, but I won't go on and on about them because you'll see it in the video. This little house here that I'm cutting out, I just loved it. Like, even when I cut out the rectangle, I just thought it was so cute that I knew I had to use it for something, and I really thought I was going to use it in a different project, but I ended up using it here. But I cut it apart and use it two separately. But I don't know what it is about it, but I really like it. Maybe I should have photocopied it or scanned it before I cut it up. But I didn't even think about that when I tore these pages out. Which is okay because I tend to not like the scanned copy as much anyways. I can't get the color, and my scanner is supposed to be a good scanner, but I don't know. And then I can edit the photo on my computer and get it, like the colors looking nice and vibrant. But then when I print it out, it's not as good as the original. The quality that you get in the collage book is just better than anything I can print out at home. And anyway, I like the idea of just using it. Like, for so many years, I've held on to things because I didn't want it gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you use it, then I can't. Like, what if I want to use it for something else down the road? And it's like, all you end up doing is just hoarding it and not using it at all. And then years have passed, and it's no longer your thing. And it just sat there the whole entire time. And one day you used to love it, and now you don't really care anymore, but it was a waste because you didn't use it. I've done that with so many things. Like all the Heidi Swap things that I bought, like my goodness, like probably 15 or more years ago, I still have piles of it because I didn't use it enough. And now I don't do that stuff anymore. So it's all wasted. So I'm trying to really get out of that, get out of hoarding it, and just actually use it. So the only way I'm going to scan something, I think, is if I am so in love with it. Or if it's something I can see me using like over and over again in a background or in different combinations. Sorry, just closing my water bottle. But I kind of just want to do the one and done thing and move on and use other things. So that's what I'm trying to do anyways. We'll see. That's the whole reason why I didn't buy Dina Wakely's, what does she have? She had some sort of collage books or something. Like older ones, not the new ones. But I never did buy them. I love them. Like the pages in there were gorgeous, but I knew me and I knew I wouldn't use it because I would have a problem cutting it up or whatever, and I would just hoard it and keep it. So I never did buy it. Because I have one by Jane Davenport, and I love the pages in it, and I haven't touched it. So, no point in me buying it. And honestly, I don't tend to do that kind of art much anyway, so I tend to mostly collage or paint. That seems to be my two main things. And if I had to get rid of everything that didn't have to do with collage or painting, oh my God, the stuff I would have to dispose of would be crazy. And I would have so much room. And I wouldn't need such a big art space. But we all know I'm not going to get rid of all of that. My husband is talking of starting my new art room, which is converting the garage into an art space with air conditioning and stuff and heating. Like it'll be an all year round useful art room. He keeps talking about it like it's going to be in the new year, like early in the new year we're going to start it. And I have not been pestering him. And I have not been asking when. I asked when once, like months and months and months ago, just so I had an idea of, like, you know, trying to not think about it and not get excited about it. Like, you know, just trying to get in the mindset that, you know what, it's going to be years down the road, so don't even think about it yet. But he says early next year, so that is pretty damn exciting. I don't know how I want it set up. And I promise, and if I don't, yell at me and remind me, I actually want to record and share it with you step by step and not worry. Like when this basement art room was coming together, I was worried about the editing and stuff like that. I just want to put it out there because I think you guys would rather see it in raw form than me taking the time and fussing over editing and then ending up not doing it and not sharing because it's just too much work and I'm too busy. I think you'd just rather see it raw than not see it at all, right? So if you have any tips for the new art space, like in how to figure out storage, then let me know. So there's a couple of things that I like from my current space that I will carry on to the next art room, but then there's some things I just want to figure out something different for. So I will be taking note of all of that. And maybe I'll do a video of that too, like sharing my current art space and what I like and what I want changed. And supposedly the garage is bigger than my room right now, which I find surprising, but it is. And I'll have windows and I'll be able to see outside and see the lake. I'll be able to open them and get breezes. I'm very excited. I find the basement very depressing, which could be the reason why I get in a funk and not want to do anything so often. Which is probably why my husband is saying in the new year and not waiting years down the road, because he's probably picking up on my moods. He's pretty good at that. So I know I went off topic and stopped talking about the collage, but I mean, you could see what I was doing. Just fussing around and getting everything to fit in. And this is it. This is the completed page. And I like it. No quote. That's big for me, not having the page completely filled out, having blank space and not filling it with a quote. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully with having the week off, I'll be able to get lots of editing done and more videos shared with you. Thanks for sticking with me, you guys. Bye.